Hello everyone, welcome to another Stamp Chatter video. I thought today I would share some sneak peek products with you that are coming up on Stampin' Up's website, web store, on March 4th, I believe. Don't quote me, but I think it's March 4th. These are online exclusives. They're not in the annual catalog, but you will see them online. So we get to pre-purchase usually a month in advance when you're a demonstrator. So I pre-purchased something called Lovely Garden Suite. Now you can get this in a bundle, but I just took the whole suite because I love it when everything matches. So here it is, Thankful Garden. It also comes with dies. Obviously you can get this separately or you can get it as a bundle, or you can get the whole suite. These Starburst sequins. This is about 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe a little thicker, but it's velvety, like a faux velvet ribbon. So there's that. There are some stencils here. That's to go with the flowers, and I will play with those in a minute. And then there is some beautiful designer paper. And let me see. Let me take this out. I can show you what it looks like. So here we have, those are the two different sides. That's one, that's two. There's a couple of black and white pieces, which I love. Love a little just black. Okay, here's another. And another. I think we're going to use this green one today. Either that or this black one. Not sure yet. Not sure. Might even use this one. Anyway, that is the designer paper. So that's what comes in the suite. I also pre-purchased something called Texture Note dies. I'll be using this today as well. And I just love these. It's all different edges for rectangles. And I'm actually going to use this one. So I will take it out. And I might use this one. Might. I'm kind of thinking on the fly here today. So the card I'm going to make isn't very difficult. It's an easy card. I'm just going to use a couple of colors. Bring in some white and black and my cutter. All right, let's just do a regular base size card. So 5.5 by 4 1/4. So nothing fancy. Fold that over. So that's going to be our card base. And then I'm going to just cut this down to 4 1/4. And I'm going to stencil. Actually, I'm going to use that one too. All right, so let's stamp. I've already put this flower onto that big block. So I'll grab my memento right here. And we'll stamp that. Could also emboss that, which would just add another layer of texture, which would be quite lovely. I'm going to secure this down to my grid paper so it doesn't move. And I'll bring in my stencils that I've used. I'm going to use the same color that I was practicing with. And I will put them in order. 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's number 1? Number 1, 2. Oh, I really messed them up. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So on the stencil, you have both this flower. I don't really know what it's called. And the hydrangea. So they're just on two different sides of the stencil. So I'm going to bring this in And I'm going to secure that down. If you've never worked with stencils before, they're kind of fun, actually, to work with. I'm also going to put a really long strip right down the edge, A, to protect my card stock underneath, but B, it's actually a good guideline. Even though I'm going to pencil in, there is a little V over here. By the way, when you're doing this, make sure that number 1 that you can see it and it's raised. That's the side that you want. And I'm just going to do that. Okay, I'll bring in my blending brush right here, and I'm going to use fresh freesia all the way. I think I'm not going to use any other color. I'm just going to graduate this darker and darker, and let's see if that works. So I have something here, it's got color on it already. I'm going to gently, like, not even sure if you can see that, but that's all I want. Super, super light, just like that. Okay, fingernails aren't working today. There we go. Let's put that aside, take number 2. Line that up with my pencil mark and my tape line. I'll tack that down. All right, I'm gonna come in again and add some color and just gently go over this again. Pick it up, see if I like what I've done. Just like that. And there's one more stencil for the flower. We'll try that. Line that up. Grab more color. This time I'm gonna, not hard, but I'm gonna put a lot of color on this time. Oop. That move? No. Take a peek. So there we go. That's what I'm going to use. All right, the next stencil are the leaves, and it will line up the exact same way, so you can still use your registration marks. I'm going to bring in some garden green, only because I'm using these colors because they're in the designer paper, and I might use one of the designer papers with the color in it. So I want it to match. So I'll bring in a green blending brush and lightly go over that stencil. Pick that one up. You can go darker if you like. I don't want to go too dark on this. Let's line that up. Okay, one more time. Easy peasy. You can also color this with blends or markers if you want. You could stamp it on some watercolor paper and do some watercolor if you want. But this is how the stencils work. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the die for this, and I'm going to cut this out. Okay, line that up. It's pretty easy to line up this one. Watch your bottom stem. Oh, I like to look on an angle a little bit to see what I can see, if I can see any white edges. There we go. Okay, take that down. All right, let me go cut that out. Hang tight. All right, there's our cutout piece. I'm gonna bring in that other piece of white cardstock and I'm going to, this fits across the top. It does. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut a piece out here, the bottom. And I'm going to bring in that stamp set. I had an idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. I'm going to take this long one that I'm assuming fits in there. Yep. It says you make a difference. Now, what color? What color do I want? I think I'll stick with black, because it's right there. And I'm actually going to use this space here. There's more of it. And then I will cut this out at the same time. I might not use this. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of playing around right now. All right, so I'm going to take this to the cutter and I'll be right back. There we go. So we have this that I may or may not use. Again, I haven't decided. And then we have this frame. Isn't that pretty? Little swirls on the side. And what else? Let's put this aside so I don't lose it. Okay, so now we have this. Let's bring in our card base. And let's pick some designer paper from this new pack. Oop. Before we do that, let's close our ink so I don't muck up my paper or get my fingers dirty. Okay. So my idea, I think I'm going to put I'm just going to go simple. I'm going to put some designer paper on the left side there. And I think I'm going to do something like that. So what do I want? I don't want a lot of white space in the background. So I either want a solid, I could do the blue. I could do that because it kind of matches it, but is it too matchy-matchy? Works. That works. I kind of like the green. It's not bad. The black works for me. How about this one? You know, I would do that one if I had done this in yellow. I think that would have been kind of cool. Here's the back side of this, which is black, which I think I'm going to use. So let's try the black one. And let's cut this down to 2 inches. Maybe 2 1/4. You can always make it smaller. You can't make it bigger. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go the full length of the cardstock. I can always make it smaller. So I have a 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see. I'm going to put that here. Now, what size did this rectangle turn out to be? It turned out to be 4 3/4. 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. I gotta write that down or I'm gonna forget. 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm gonna cut a piece of black to go around that. That is 4 7/8. If you know me, I like scant borders. 3 3/8. And that should give us just a tiny bit of black poking out. If I did it right, just like that. Yep. All right, so there's that. There's that, there's that. There's our idea coming together. We're gonna pop that up now. Initially, I thought, I love putting words in I don't know, obscure places. I could stamp that like that. I could. Or I could, I mean, that probably feels better, doesn't it? You know, or I could stamp it. I don't have to pop it up. Well, let's see. Let's start by adhering this little piece of DSP. So there's lots of new things coming out on March 4th. So keep your eyes peeled. And I will show you over the coming days some other product as well you may like. And once it goes live, I'll put links in the description below. Links won't work if I put them there now, so you'll just have to wait. Okay. And this I know I'm going to do, so let's put this. It is a rainy couple of days here in on the west coast of British Columbia. And it's actually much needed, to be honest. We've had a very dry winter. Not very much. Well, should I really say that? No, I think, look at how fast we forget. I think December was nothing but rain. I think. See how quickly we forget. All right, that's gonna go there. I think I'm gonna pop that little beauty up. I like the black background. I could pop that. Pop. Am I gonna pop everything up? I have some dimensions here. I'm not really sure what I want to do. I do have that ribbon and I do have these, so let's incorporate some of those, but how? I'm not sure this is a very good bow making ribbon. Let's try it. Well, it's not bad, but you'll have to twist the ribbon so that you get the velour on the right side, but I don't actually really like that. So I might maybe just go across a little bit, maybe. This is a tough one. No, not tough. I'm just gonna pop this up. Anna, keep it simple. Keep it simple. 1, 2, 3. I think 4 is gonna work. All right. Let's pop that up. And where's our words? I think I've decided that if I'm gonna do anything, it's gonna go that way. I don't like centering things. I think it's nice when you can off center stuff. It doesn't always work to off center things, but I'm gonna very lightly put that down. And I'm gonna pop this up, I think. I'm gonna lower this. So I will go off the side a bit. Okay, and then put some dimensions over here. Off to the side. So that kind of pop up like that. I think I like that. Let's do that. Okay, just like that. I'm gonna readjust this one. It's poking off the side a bit. So let's just readjust. Take that off. And I'll put a little bit of glue. Let's see where this is going to end up. I'm going to stick that. You know what? This dimension is in the way, so we'll move it over. I'm going to put a little glue on the stem. I might have to put something under that side. Might. Let's see what I can get away with. I'm going to hang that over a little. I'm going to go under here and actually see, adhere the glue to that. And you know what? I'm going to put another dimension. Let's see. I'm going to put it under here. There we go. There we go. Like that. So let's take some of our starburst sequins and add a little something, a little more texture, and then I think we're done. So there's white freesia and what looks like crushed curry, maybe, or it could be daffodil. They don't specifically give you Stampin' Up colors, but I think they try to be close. So there's that. I'm gonna stay with the same color. I think I will. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna stick with the odd number of 3 and call it a day, although I don't like where these ended up. What? Nope, can't take that one off. Doesn't want to come off. So I think that's it. I might go in there with some Wink Estella, but just a really simple card using the new stamp set. That's coming out again. Thankful Garden, it's called. March 4th. So that's just one of the cards you can do. I haven't done a little inside yet, but I'm gonna do, oh, we lost a sequin. That's no good. Maybe it didn't have a backing on it. There we go. Oh, there's that one. I think somehow it came off the, it did. It came off here. This one came off without one as well. Oh, well, let's just dig a little deeper when we pull it off. There we go. Whew. All right, there we go. Not gonna lose it. So there you go. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I'll have more videos on new product coming up in the next few weeks, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.